5 secrets of a successful relationships.
Hare Krishna. So I am very, very much privileged to come to a wonderful place, Panama city. And I was traveling all over the world for the last 35 years. And basically I have been everywhere and I've seen everything. Except Panama city, only left. So, true. And I was telling today morning also that it was a time when I was traveling somewhere. Now I'm traveling to somebody. So, and I have very wonderful friends here to come. And my question is that, should we speak in English, Hindi, Hinglish or Russian? English, okay?
English.
Hinglish. बाप का बेटा सिपाही का घोड़ा कुछ नहीं तो थोड़ा थोड़ा. कभी कभी बोलते हैं ना भाई कहाँ से आ गया भाई विदेशी, घर के जोगी जोगरा बाहर के जोगी सिद्ध. कोई विशेष चीज़ नहीं है, बट मैं अभी विदेशी नहीं हूँ, मैं भारतीय हो गया, आप लोग विदेशी हैं. I'm very happy to see that there's one family, Vasudhaiva Kutumbakam. Actually all world is like one family, and that consciousness is very, very much required all over the world. I was mentioning my mom, she told me when I was 5 years old, she asked me, Beta, who you want to become? And I said, Mom, when I will become big, I will be traveling all over the world and I will be speaking about peace around all world. So I will make to establish peace. I want to become peacemaker. 5 years old boy, I was telling that. And now I just came up to understand, oh, that's what's happening actually. Sahana bhavatu, sahana bhunatu, saha viryam karavavahe, tejasvina vaditamastu ma vidvishavahe. Om Shanti Shanti Shanti. Om Purnamadam Purnamidam Purnat Purnamudachyate Purnasya Purnamadaya Purnameva Vashishyate. Jaya Shri Krishna Chaitanya Prabhu Nityananda Shri Advaita Gadadhara Shivasadi Gaura Bhakta Vrinda. Hare Krishna 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 Hare Hare, Hare Rama 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 Hare Hare. We'll start today with one example. I'll share with all of you. Everyone in this world, they want to have very nice heartfelt relationships. Relationships is the foundational principle of happy life. Atyantika sukha pravritti, atyantika dukkha nivritti. Everybody wants unlimited happiness in life. Anyone would like to be happy here? Please raise your hand. Everybody, isn't it? Even I want. But very, very few happy faces you can see around. Trust me. मैं गया ऊपर नीचे आगे पीछे. Smiling faces, crying hearts. Whether it's zero or hero, presidents of countries, or this is Hollywood or Bollywood stars. And trust me, we do have friendship with many Bollywood stars also. Many famous actors also. Sometimes you go to their houses and I ask them, are you happy? Honestly speaking. Yes, but if so, but my mom, but my health, but so many things buts. But we want to become really happy. And when you can see present statistic, how many divorces are there, how many children actually they neglecting their parents. I just came from Nepal, and for the last years they opened 95 old age houses. Because young generation going to the West and to make money, then they don't have time to come back to take care of their parents. So they putting them in old age house, sending $100 per month, okay, take care. And parents feeling frustrated actually. There is no connection. So how to develop the relationships in family, in organization, between the countries, right? Between the leaders of the countries. Hindi mein kahate na, jaisa raja vaisa praja. So very, very important. This is don't think that, this is monk going to speak some mantras. We know mantras, we can speak mantras also. But whatever I learned in 35 years in scriptures, I put it in humble presentation. And I'll tell you today few secrets of happy relationships. And it's universal secrets, trust me, it's universal. If you apply the secrets, you'll see your life will never be the same. You can improve it, whether it's personal relationships or organizational or even international. I happen to be a member of United Nations, URI, United Religious Initiatives, and we had this talk. They requested me to give some talk about how to bring young generation particularly close to spirituality, close to God. And after talking to them, we had competition, poetry competition. I asked everyone, how do you feel today after hearing presentation? And everybody expressed themselves in one word. That was the condition, one word. Happy, lucky, joyful, wisdom, refreshment, whatever. And then out of these words we created some poetry competition to make poetry out of these words which people expressed. So we make competition, and we, from our side, we wrote one poem which I'll recite for you, and I have gift for all of you today. I brought also. I love to give gifts, and especially for all of you, I brought the gift today, and I'll read for you this poem which before we start. Would you like to hear the poem I wrote in United Nations? And some of them even said, let's make this as an anthem of United Nations. I said, why not? And some of them, people of Department URI in Europe, they took it and said, we will make it as an anthem. In Nepal, they also have national anthem, Hindu country, formally. Sayutunga fulko hami yeuta mala Nepali. They say, Sayutunga fulko hami. We are all different flowers, but we are all connected with one thread. Yellow, blue, red, whatever. Different colors, right? But they're staying together because of the thread here, which connecting everyone. So similarly, when we have dharma, when we have some higher values and principles in life, which much more higher than our selfish dopamine happiness, egoistic. These principles can keep us together. Otherwise, if there is no thread, na rahega bas, na bachega basuri, na ghar ka na ghat ka. So it's very, very important to understand. So that thread, and I wrote the poem, Global Orchestra, which can produce the divine music of love. We are all so different and wonderful indeed. Together we can grow high with the spiritual speed. Like the divine orchestra, we can produce the song which will make all world united, harmonious and strong. The spiritual symphony descending from above will, with hearts united in hope and peace, will bring that divine love. In our song, we will use the words smile, unity and joy, cooperation, love and harmony, the darkness to destroy. Rejuvenating family together we create to bring the solace to the world before it's too much late. Create the symphony divine with a love as a holy queen. Share your happiness with mine, so be it, and Amen. So we are like orchestra. All of us, we are playing different instruments. But if we want harmonious relationships, we have to play beautiful music of peace and love. We do need to know some secrets. We need to know musical grammar, So this is a universal principles I would like to share with you. And I will start with a small story. I have one friend in Ukraine, and her name Revil. And she is Jewish. And she told that she was coming once from Israel to Ukraine, and she got late for the flight. She had to wait for a couple of hours in the airport. And just to pass the time and wait for delayed flight, she went to the lunch, business lunch, and just bought some magazine and packet of cookies. She went and she was waiting there in peace, eating the cookies, and somebody was sitting beside her also. She was reading the magazine, and one gentleman also sit down nearby. And for each and every cookie she took, this person also took cookie, For each and every cookie she took, this guy also took. So she was feeling very much irritated. What a guy, huh? Why he's taking cookies without my permission? And when last cookie left, she was thinking, okay, let me see what this guy going to do. And this guy took the cookie, divided into half, give half to her and half eat himself. So that was too much for her. She just grabbed the luggage and went for the checking. While sitting in the flight already, she decided to continue reading. And when she sat in the flight and opened her purse to take down glasses, she found that her packet of cookies was inside. She forgot to take it out. That was his packet. It was he who was sharing his cookies with her without getting irritated and angry. And now she is so angry and broke all the pots. Manifested such a negative emotions. And now there is no time to ask forgiveness. There is no time to apologize. Similarly, in our life, there are 4 things you can never bring back. First one, you can throw the stone in the ocean of Panama, it will never come back. You can never find the ocean throwing in the ocean stone. Second one is a word. Spoken, it's very sharp. Much more sharp than even a weapon. Because one word can create havoc in the world. And we know the historical incidents when leaders of the countries, they didn't like each other, and because of one word, millions of people died. Word. Second one is occasion, opportunity, like today we have. जो कल करे तो आज, जो आज करे तो अब, पल में प्रलय होगी, बहुरी करोगे कब? It's called शुभस्य शीघ्रम. Auspicious things should be done immediately. Don't waste the time. If you're not using, you are losing. And of course, fourth is a time. The most expensive commodity in this world, time. It is explained in scriptures, Ayushakshano ekopi na labhyakshona koti bhihi. 1 second of time, actually 1.11th, nimesha, ayusha. So when you lost your time, 1 second, you cannot buy it by thousands of and millions of golden coins. And when you're coming and, we have to appreciate time of everyone. When you're coming here for 1 hour, it means you're giving 1 hour time of your life. Very precious, right? So, and we said that there's one thing in the world which cannot be recycled. It's wasted time. We cannot recycle. We can recycle plastic, we can recycle paper, we can recycle each other partners, change the partners like socks. But we cannot recycle time. So that's why it's very, very important. All of us, we want to have joyful, happy, friendly relationships, not confusing. But problem is that, nowadays we are dreaming to have nice relationships. It was the time when people were using the things and love the people. But nowadays, people they love the things and use the people. See the difference? People using people and love the things. iPhone, iPod, iTouch, iPad. In my life, I make a principle in my life. This is the government of Nepal giving us the award, Jana Seva Shri award. And maybe 40 years ago, when somebody will tell me, that time I was commander officer of Soviet Union Army, professionally trained. So if somebody will tell me, you're going to become monk, and you're going to go to some country, you're going to open the colleges, you're going to establish educational centers, schools, gurukulas, you're going to open goshalas. We have in Nepal now more than 500 cows. You're going to feed 10,000 children every day. You're going to speak many languages. Forget it. I would never believe being an army officer at that time. But that's what's happened. That's what happened. Man proposed, God disposed. And I did principle in my life. Actually, once upon a time, I make a principle. So if I have to help my fellow on my way, on my journey, let me do it right now. Because I will not be passing this point twice. On my journey, I will never be able to pass the same point. So, good things should be done immediately. And all of us, we have to become the messengers of goodwill. unfortunately, there is one saying, it's never late to take U-turn, however long you're traveling in the wrong direction. जब जगे तब सबेरा, ना? कहाँ थे ना ऐसे हिंदी में? जब जगे तब सबेरा. We have to wake up. Tamasima Jyotirgamaya. So nowadays people, they're going full speed in the wrong direction. Actually all civilization going. We again on the verge of nuclear disaster. And if you're thinking, oh no, everything will be fine. Who knows? Yesterday my friend, got sick, right? And I saw him sick, coughing. And we told, oh no problem, everything will be fine. Go to hospital, get some injection, everything will be fine. And he went, and unfortunately he left this world. He died. Today, right? Today. And if you're thinking your life will be very, very long time, enjoy. जो कल करे तो परसों अभी जीना बरसों ना. People making ulta. जो कल करे तो परसों अभी जीना बरसों. Enjoy. Hi, hello. This is the most surprising thing in the world. Yaksha asked Maharaj Yudhishthir in Mahabharata, what is the most surprising thing? The Pandavas, they died, they drank the water, मर गए वो बेचारा लोग. तो एक बाकी था, धर्मराज बाकी था. तो आवाज ने बोला, भाई देखो आप पानी में मत पीना, मेरा प्रश्न उत्तर दो, मेरा प्रश्न का उत्तर दो, अन्यथा सीताराम होगा आपका भी. चलो ठीक है मरो. तो पूछा 125 प्रश्न जैसा. What is the world? What is the most surprising thing? What is the news? What is the path of this life? Kim pantah asti, kim samacharam asti. He said, and you have to give it without mobile telephone, no mama Google, nothing, just like that, shooting from the hip answers. And Dharmaraj, he answered perfectly. He asked him, what is the news? And he said, news is, this world is like frying pan. Frying, cooking. And time is the cook. And day and night, they're fuel. And we are all frying. Friday, Saturday, very sad day, Friday, So we are frying here. And when we fried, next, Ayaram Gayaram. Aya hai so jayega rajarang fakir, jo singhaasan chanchale band jan janjir. जीवन तो सुख दुख मेला, सबको जाना पड़ेगा अकेला. कहाँ जाना? I was telling yesterday about the ABCD of success. ABCD means aim, behavior, character and discipline. उद्देश्य नहीं है भाई, कहाँ जाना? So sometimes you are watering the tree which actually not very good for us. Maybe in future we're going to hang on that artificial intelligence or this computer, iPhone, iPod, iTouch, iPad and iPaid, working.com. And nowadays children became so dull in this electronic game. They became complete zombies. You know that? I will give you a statistic. Children stop thinking. We're not developing actually our, it's called mananam, nididhyasanam, ability to contemplate. Nowadays children, they're not contemplating at all. Husband and wife, they hardly have time to see each other because they communicate. Bring me coffee, WhatsApp message. Okay, I am busy. WhatsApp, Instagram, Facebook, whatnot. And it's nice to keep the head among the clouds, but we have to keep our legs on the ground. We have to be practical. People became obsessed with likes or, so much public opinion and comments and stuff. But we forget how to be human beings. We forget about our near and dear. We are trying to smile to each other. Hi, hello, how are you? I will kill you. And people just want to pull them down, Prabhuji, me chandan, tum pani. Right? They trying to earn money which they don't deserve, to get things they don't need, and to serve people they don't like. Why do we need all this stuff? And many people, they fried actually from, I've been in Hong Kong, Chimsa Sui Kowloon, big diamond kings. I said, are you happy? One guy was, putting some diamonds in the glass, showing in front of me. I said, what are you doing? Are you trying to impress me? Hey, I'm not impressed. Tell me, are you happy? No, Guruji. So I said, whatever you have, I can buy. Whatever I have, you cannot buy. I have millions of friends, by the way. 10,375 friends I have. If one friend will give me $1, I will become a millionaire. I can buy your nonsense diamonds. But what I have, you cannot buy. There are so many things you cannot buy. You cannot buy time, you cannot buy friends, you cannot buy love, you cannot buy peace of mind, etc. So we have to be deep. I was in Bahrain some times ago, and there was one tree, it's called Tree of Life. Have you been in Bahrain? Anyone? Okay, so this is the Tree of Life. In desert, everything is so dry, plus 50, but one tree standing there, green. Why? Because it has big roots, very deep. So it can sustain itself even in such a heat. But somebody say, well, I don't have the big, deep roots in my life. Then there's another example. I've been in California, a redwood forest tree. In California, the huge sequoia trees, like 3,000 years old trees. And amazingly enough, California is a state where so many hurricanes, Rita, Catherine, and like taking skyscrapers in the sky, heavy. And these trees, nothing happened to them for thousands of years. Reason? They're growing together. There's a mother tree and trees, another trees around. And on the ground, amazingly enough, these trees have very short roots, like maybe a few meters only. And the secret is, under the ground, they can just interact with each other like this, interconnect. And you cannot uproot all forests together, That's why there's a principle, if you want to go fast, you have to go along. If you want to go far, we have to go together. Very important principle. But to go together, we have to change little consciousness, From me, we have to become we. I am because we are. And it's not about agreements and business, projects and something like technical managerial language. It's a question of heart. Like an orchestra, I was traveling in Chicago last year, and I saw a big billboard there in Chicago. And it's big like an orchestra, and one director of orchestra, director standing like this, and it's written there, feel the pulse of orchestra. Orchestra director, he has to feel each and every instrument to direct them properly. Feel the pulse of orchestra. There is one saying, you can never ever become, director of orchestra, unless you have a guts to show you back to the public. No guts, no story. You can never discover new land unless you're willing to give up the sight of seashore. We have to get out from the comfortable zone. We have to have some stand. If you're not standing for something, you fall down for nothing. So we have to have that foundation. We have to have that principle. And orchestra means we are interdependent. That's what this poem we read for you. We are so different and wonderful, beautiful indeed. Together we can grow high with the spiritual speed. So independent, dependent, and interdependent. So we want to make that very strong hold, and I call it home of love and devotion. Strong hold. When we have this relationship, wow, family which pray together, stay together, dance together, advance together. We're going to chant and dance today with you. Would you like to practice? I'll share with you how to dance together and pray together. You'll get first-hand experience, I promise you. Benjamin Franklin, he said, nothing is impossible for the group of people for whom it does not matter who will take the credit. Interesting. Like in football. No envy. Doesn't matter who will put the goal, like in football or basketball, Michael Jordan. When we're thinking in terms of we are, nothing is impossible. And I'll tell you secrets. I call them 5A battery secrets of successful relationships. Ready? First A stands for attention. For attention. We have to be attentive to each other. There is a very nice book as a homework. Please kindly, can we reduce a little bit AC? Can we a little bit AC reduce? Possible? So, attention. Very often we're becoming too much impersonal. Really impersonal. We don't care for each other actually. But attention means There is one nice book, please kindly check it out. Mr. Marshall Rosenberg, Non-Violent Communication. Okay? Have you heard this? Marshall Rosenberg, Non-Violent Communication. Type it, check it out. There's in YouTube, there's nice seminars he gives. He speaks about needs and feelings of people. We have to be attentive to what? To nice needs, interest, concern, and expectations. Remember this. When we understand what it's about, empathy, not about sympathy even, I know what you feel. No. I feel what you feel. You can never expect people to lend their helping hand unless you able to touch their heart. So do this. You just check it out. And this another thing, very nice book, Arbinger Institute of Management, because I can see very, very responsible business people here also present, responsible people in their departments and government institutions. This book, also written by Arbinger Institute of Management, Leadership, Self-Deception, Getting Out of the Box. Check it out, write it down, notes, otherwise ayaram gayaram. Remember this, I am not suggesting you just to fill up the pose. Very, very helpful book. We recently opened nearly 60 branches and different monasteries and temples and universities in Nepal. We're having many schools and many official branches, so I am also regional secretary for several countries. I do check accounts and bills and organization and management. Actions the same, aim different. And I do need to be very, very practical in management. So leadership, self-deception, getting out of the box. You see, in Russian language we call, don't blame the mirror if you have ugly face. So when things going wrong in the world, don't blame game. Oh, this is them. Don't find the reason. There are 3 fingers which pointing at us. When you have bad relationships or you have some troubles in family, children, wife, husband, whatever, try to find out 3 questions. We don't have time to make this group work with you, but workshop, I do actually with my leaders. Sometimes we did it also in the United Nations. You have to ask yourself 3 questions. When situation comes very critical, ask 3 questions. First one, what I have done, what I'm not supposed to do. What I have done to bring this situation about, what I'm not supposed to do. And honestly write it down. I didn't call him, I didn't speak to him, I didn't ask forgiveness, whatever. What I didn't do, what I supposed to do. Write the list. Second one, what I did, what I'm not supposed to do. Right? I spoke harshly. I said, gali de diya usko yaar. Or I maybe just cheated him, or maybe I just didn't call him, or whatever, didn't pay money to him, whatever. What I did, what I'm not supposed to do, what I didn't do, what I supposed to do, and third one, what to do. And if you honestly answer these 2 questions, third question will come automatically, what to do. Hamlet, Shakespeare. Something wrong in this Deutsch kingdom, to be or not to be. That's the question every day on this taraju. Needs, feelings, interest, concern, and expectations. So, attention, this is a very nice clip I found in Thailand. I can see this. This is very, very cute. Have you seen this? I like this video clip. Every day, your actions speaks more loudly than your words. Attention. The very focused person whose mind is very fixed and peaceful, he thinks in terms of others. Sukhridam sarva bhutanam gyattvamam shantim richati. Titikshava karunika sukhridam. Sukhrit means friend. Hardik, Mitra. In Sanskrit there are so many names of Mitra. Mitra, Bondur, Sakha, Sukhrit. All of them have different meanings. And this person, do it every day. He's not getting anything in return for that. Nothing. He just does it. And he's not getting any, likes in YouTube. Nobody going to tell him. It's just his life. His life is his lecture. His message is his life. He's trying to help others. Even though himself also, he is very tight and together, trying to meet his ends together. Still, giving hand will never be empty. Nowadays people so much selfish. Fish in the cell. Selfish. Dopamine happiness I call it. And he's getting nothing. He's not become very rich by doing these small things. Nobody will show him in latest news, right? And he will not become very famous also. But he's getting something. He's something in return he does receive. What is that? He receives emotions of people. He receives blessings and positive vibrations from the hearts of people. And he can see the result of his small deeds. And these things changes in the heart of people, very positive changes, affection, you cannot buy by money, cannot. He becomes a witness of the happiness of others. It's such a wonderful thing. And he can get much, much deeper understanding of life. That life is not about increasing speed, like Mother Teresa. Mother Teresa said, life is not about increasing speed. And he feeling this love. And once you feel this life, you can share this life with others. Another very important appreciation. We have to find very good quality in everyone. Like in flowers they have some drop of honey, isn't it? And bumblebee going collecting these drops of honey. And we have to learn how to be positive. How to get, not like a flies to go we know where, but we have to become bumblebees. Saragrahi. It's explained that devotees of God, they can see everything only wonderful. In Nepal there is one song, Fulya Akama Fulya Sansar, Kataka Akama Kataka Sansar. In the eyes of flower, all world is like flowery. But in the eyes of thorn, everything is thorny. Like that. Available, very important point. In order to make nice relationship with each other, we have to be available. It's about sacrifice. Sometimes to do what you don't want to do, but your lover wants to do, you have to do that. Or sometimes it's about which you like to do, but he doesn't or she doesn't like to do, and you should not do this. It's about being in sacrifice platform, to do something for others. This very nice video also, it's historical case I just choose for you today. This is about Olympic Games in 1992. It was the competition of athletics, 400 meters run, and Derek Raymond, he was preparing for this run. He was preparing all his life for this cross to run, and it was like final golden competition, golden medal. And when they started to run, Derek Raymond, he just was ready. He was one of the leaders. Once they start to run, amazingly enough, after 150 meters, something happened. His ligament broken. And he had to stop in great pain, agony. He could not continue anymore. And he's, screaming out of pain. He was sitting there and, what to do? But he understood this is a failure. I could not do this. But he didn't want to give up. He really wanted to complete this challenge. And he started to limp like this in one leg. He was trying to somehow or other never give up. And can you imagine, you prepare for something, all your life you were preparing, and at the last moment, so many slips between cup and lips. And I'm sure every one of us, we have this experience. But that moment, understood, friend in need, friend indeed. While he was limping like this, race was over already, 400 meters over, but still he was going, and somebody from this stadium, somebody ran to him. Even police wanted to stop that guy. Stop. He pushing everyone around and coming to the Derek and hug him. And he told him, it's okay, Derek, it's over, let's stop. It was his dad, his father came to him. That's okay, my boy, everything is over. Let's go home. He said, no, Papa, no, I'll complete it. Then father said, fine, I'll be by your side. I will be by your side. When you need me the most, I will be with you. And they were walking, all stadium together. They were walking in agony, in pain. Derek, was crying, but Father was by his side. And when they came, and it was like maybe a couple of meters before finishing line, Father told him, my dear Derek, now you have to do it yourself. It's your challenge, it's your exam, it's your test. Completed. And he let him go. And when they came to the final line, guess what? 65,000 people in stadium. They stood up and give them standing applause to both of them. That's real victory. It's not just to cross the line or just, get some stuff in your hands. No. This is about relationships. When we, Hindi में कहते हैं ना, खाली पेट ना भजन गोपाला ले लो अपना कंठी माला. खाली पेट. We have to be fulfilled. We should not be in the mood of deficiency. Sasta kamao rasta mein. We have to be emotionally fulfilled to be able to distribute the abundance. Nowadays people so dry in the heart. They're so frustrated, so betrayed, cheated, whatnot. I can give you tons of examples. Guarantee I'll give you. Another one is acceptance. We have to accept people as they are. Not try imagine and make them as what we want them to be. There's also very great, very, very great science. A.C. Bhaktivedanta Swami Prabhupada I met in my life when he went to America when he was 70 years old man. Okay? 70 years old, no money, no friends. He was very aristocratic from Suvarna Malik family from Calcutta. His lineage was in dealers with gold and business merchants, very, very aristocratic family of Calcutta. He went along, old man, to America, and he was embracing hippies, drug addicts, prostitutes, and all degraded stuff in San Francisco, naked people, and he made out of hippies happies. He accepted them, and he was able to find some good spark of goodness in them as a soul. Ajyo nityam shashrato yam purano nahanyate hanyamane sharire. When it's easy to say, of course, and I wrote one song, Golden Pot. Today morning I was reading that song, but we'll share with you later on, just to save time now. Or you want to see? Would like to see? Alright, then listen. I wrote this poem and I make one video. So maybe, and it's this about the person who actually came. I will read you this poem. There's a nectar of love. God comes to this world, no? Christians, they say, God loves you, Jesus loves you. I'm from Christian family. I love Jesus, honestly speaking. But Jesus always said, Father, please forgive them. They don't know what they're doing. I came from my Father. And I'm going back to my Father. Come with me to the kingdom of my Father. Father, glorify your name. He was talking to somebody, right? And I was talking from childhood. I was asking so many fathers and priests, who is the Father? Who is Father? बाप का बेटा सिपाही का घोड़ा कुछ नहीं तो थोड़ा थोड़ा भाई बाप का बेटा we have son, must be some father. And it took me the lifetime journey, and when I found Bhagavad Gita given by Bhaktivedanta Swami, I found sarva yonishu kaunteya murtayak sambhavantiyah tisham brahma hadyonir aham bijak pradak pita. Sarva yoni, all Christian, Muslim, Hindu, animals, birds, everyone. Chaurasi lakh yon, sarva yonishu kaunteya he kunti putra. Everybody my children, and I am seed-giving father. Tisham brahma hadyonir aham bijak pradak pita aham sarvasya prabhavo mattak sarvam pravartate iti matva bhajanti mam buddha bhava samanditaha. Those who understand this, that I am the source of everything, nothing is beyond me, I am the top. Krishna says in Bhagavad Gita 7 chapter 7 shloka, mattak parataram na anyat kinchitasti dhananjaya mai sarvamadam protam sutre maniganaiva. I am that thread on which everything is placed as pearls on the thread. You can see the pearls, but you cannot see the thread. I am that thread. Therefore, if you understand that I and me only, I am supreme boss, then you'll be peaceful. 5th chapter 29 shloka of Bhagavad Gita, he says that. Bhuktaram Jagatapasam Sarvalokam Suhridam Sarva Bhutanam Gyatvamam Shantim Richati. You want Shanti? You have to understand there is God, He is the greatest enjoyer because He creator. Everything belongs to Him. What can you give to Him? Like from Ganga. Now I just came from Allahabad. You also visited, right? People going to Ganga. Om Ganga Devyaya Namaha. Taking water of Ganga, giving back to Ganga. क्या पानी भर गया क्या पानी का गंगा जी का पानी ज़्यादा हो गया ना आपका देने से शुरू से ही गंगा जी का पानी था we just simply giving love. Similarly God, what can we give to Him? We came naked to this world, we will go naked, and after hundreds of years, after few years only names will remain, nobody will remember us, guarantee. Where is Napoleon, where is Mussolini, where is Hitler, where is Roman Empire? Dust. List of names only. Wake up, wake up. Who are you? People have no idea who are they. It's beyond the scope of today's presentation, but I have to tell you this. When I thought about this, man, it's so true. Who are you? I'm asking people very often, who are you? Don't see all of you here, but if I'll ask you, any one of you, who are you? Well, I'm such and such, I am from Panama, I am from India, born and... No. What is this? It's my hand. Are you hand or this is your hand? Well, my hand, right? It's not rocket science. Be with me, listen what my logic tells you. My head, my nose, my watch, my body, everybody, body is body. It's my body, my car, my watch, my house, my family, my body. It's your body. Who are you? Well, I don't know. One doctor came to mental asylum, Pagalkhana, na? And he asked one patient, who are you? And that guy said, I am Jesus Christ. And doctor asked him, who told you? God. And from another room somebody said, no, that's not true. I never told him. What to do? And doctor has to tolerate all this nonsense because somebody thinking, I am Jesus Christ, I am Mahatma Gandhi, I am Russian, I am Ukrainian. My mom Ukrainian, my father Russian. I am Nagharka. I am Indian. Modi ji give me Nagarikta. So does it mean I have 50% of relatives in Russia, 50% in Ukraine? अब क्या करूं? अगर करूं तो क्या करूं भाई? कहाँ जाना? उधर जाऊंगा वो दुश्मन इसके लिए, उधर जाऊंगा वो दुश्मन इसके लिए. Forget it. I will not go there. I called my relatives to India, which I will tell you later. So Srila Prabhupada, he came to the West, to the people completely khatam.com. No even clue of spiritual science, nothing. What is the goal of my life? No idea. Who are you? I don't know. Crazy, and those who don't know their identity, they're crazy people. Schizophrenia, it's a medical terms, madness, identity crisis. You're smiling, but we are smiling on ourselves. Because we are living life in terms of aham mameti. Yatha griha kshetra sutaptavitar janasya moho yamaham mameti. My family, my country, my children, my. What mine? I am not this body, by the way. I am the soul. Ajjo nityam shashratayam purano nahanyate hanyamane sharire. This body becomes small, young, old, and die. And then you ask yourself the question, what will be the next destination? कहाँ जाना है? I'll ask somebody, how old are you? I am 50 years old. Where have you been 55 years ago? कोई पता ही नहीं है गुरुजी, क्या बात है? I don't know. Okay, what will happen to you after death? क्या पता? बैल मेरा बाप, गाय मेरा माता, कुछ नहीं आता. क्या पता? We don't know. How you can drive? This is a body called vehicle, yantra. Yantra, you don't even, you're driving vehicle with closed eyes, you don't even know where you're going. Are you crazy? So never late to take U-turn, however long we are traveling in the wrong direction. So Srila Prabhupada came to the West and he brought Bhagavad Gita. He dedicated his life to translate this Bhagavad Gita from Sanskrit to many languages. So I wrote this poem. His heart was like big golden pot, full of nectar of love. Like lioness milk, you have to keep in golden pot. Because any other pot will not contain the lioness milk. So mercy of God, love of God is like strong mercy. You have to have big heart. So he had this heart, big heart. He got 2 heart attacks when on the way to India, to America. 2 heart attacks in the ship, cargo. So I wrote this poem. Bhakti, love, resided in your heart like the nectar in the golden pot. You were very kind and smart to spread the love of God. Through angry ocean had to cross, 2 times got heart attack. So personally, Supreme Lord, your pot had to protect. So even single drop of nectar may never outspill. The ocean calm became and still by Lord Shri Krishna's will. By distributing nectar wide, you relieved this planet from pain. You saved so many fallen souls who were living lives in vain. You helped us, Lord Govinda meet. To you is our tribute. Let planet Earth embrace your feet and offer you salute. Srila Prabhupada ki jai. Listen to this song. Oops, excuse me.
Bhakti resided in your heart, like the nectar in the golden pot. You were very kind and smart to spread the love of God. Bhakti resided in your heart, like the nectar in the golden pot. You were very kind and smart to spread the love of God. Through angry ocean had to cross, 2 times one of them. So personally, Supreme Lord, your heart had looked for me. So personally, Supreme Lord, your heart had looked for me. So personally, Supreme Lord, your heart had looked for me. So personally, Supreme Lord, your heart had looked for me. Your heart had looked for me. So even single drop of nectar may never outspill an ocean calm and big and still by Lord Krishna's will. By giving nectar worldwide, will last, will I fulfill? You say so many golden rules, living life in a way. You say so many golden rules, living life in a way. You say so many golden rules, living life in a way. You say so many golden rules, living life in a way. You help us Govinda's need. To you is our tribute. Pleasure, embrace your feet and offer you salute.
So this is very, very great miracle. One great yogi and Jadoo came and was making some miracles, some santra, some nowadays is showing, manifesting something. I last my visit to US, I went to Las Vegas and we went to this David Copperfield. Have you heard his name, David Copperfield? My friends told me, come, we'll introduce you to him. Come on, who is this guy? Who is thinking he is? Oh, he disappeared Liberty statue. He stopped a big band, this in London. He said, wow, Superman. What's super? And guess what? I went. They even just they make, and I said, okay, come. And it was like 300 or 400 people sitting watching his presentation. One ticket cost you $150 or $200. And I was thinking, who is this guy? And when he came on the stage, you know how he came? Hello now guys, why are you sitting? Stand up, clap me, clap me, stand up. I was saying, what an arrogant guy, huh? Amazing. He said like that, stand up, clap me, clap. And people what, amazingly enough, stand up and clap, except me. I didn't stand up. I was sitting just in front of him. And everybody clapping and I'm not clapping. He looked at me. I said, so what? And I look at him. Kya? Why should I? Who are you? And then everybody clapping, 1 minute, clapping. Nothing happened. That's your rehearsal to glorify me at the end. Sit down. What an arrogance, man. I was so much taken back. I was feeling like to stand up and walk away from his show. And very famous. And sometimes somebody very humble, people think, Biafkuf. They're taking this as a weakness. Man can never be known until he opens his mouth and speak. Only don't judge the book by the cover, right? As they say. Very important. So Srila Prabhupada, he went to the West and he gave such a wisdom, but there is no demand because everybody needs some Google, internet, Las Vegas and casino. Stupid civilization. Srimad Bhagavatam says, Nunam pramatta kurute vikarma yat indriya prithaya aprinoti nasadhumanye yato atmanoyam klishan api kleshada asadeha. Nunam pramatta kurute vikarma. Vikarma means pap, sin. Prakrishta rupina matta. Matta means crazy, madness. All civilization mad. Why? Yat indriya prithaya aprinoti. Because they want to enjoy senses, enjoy. Jo kal kare to parso. But we are not this body, by the way. You're polishing the car, putting the petrol, diesel, doing service, shining car, but you forgot to feed the driver. What does he use? Tadakim. Dud ka dud, pani ka pani. We have to understand what is what. And Srila Prabhupada came and gave this knowledge to the most fallen people, amazingly enough. Now it's all over the world, millions of people. They're chanting holy names, reading Bhagavad Gita, and transform their lives. They left their bad habits, smoking, drinking, intoxications, prostitution, whatnot, nightclubs. And in a few minutes, I'll tell you my experience in life. What happened to me? People asking me, come on, you were such a commando-trained officer, you had thousands of dollars money. I am not, I didn't come to India or to this movement, this dress, just because I didn't have money. I had enough money. My mother is bank manager. We have house, we have car, we have farmhouse. Well, okay. But something changed. And what happened in my life? You'll be surprised actually. I am surprised. So we need each other. We need to accept and we have to ask, we need teamwork. Together everyone achieves more. To give something good to this society, we need each other. Even to give flower to another fellow requires team, isn't it? I like this photo. So you see, in Nepal, I went in Nepal alone. I didn't know language. I went to India also. I didn't know language. For me, it was like Kalakshar Bahas Barabar. When I came in 1995, I never even knew language. Then I went to Bangladesh. I never knew Bangla. I went to Nepal. I never knew Nepali. Now we're giving interview in Nepali. I have 1 million view instantly. Right? I'm telling you this to not just to self-aggrandize myself, but just to surprise myself even more. I came from Western country. I have nothing, zero. I knew about this culture. And now I have, weapon protection, personal guard security, up, down, government giving me security. Hello, hello, hi, friend. All these machine guns behind, protecting me. I don't need that. But I'm going to country. I have personal security with me. Thousands of people coming, interviews, and I'm speaking in Hindi. Вот если я буду говорить с вами на русском языке, вы ничего не поймете. Кто-нибудь понимает на русском языке здесь? Понимаете? One person. But if I will speak in you in Russian language, it will be exactly what I felt when I came to India. Nothing. I understand. And if somebody will tell me, well, you'll go to Bangladesh, you'll go to Thailand, you'll go to China, and you'll be speaking in local language. Anyone speaks Chinese here? You do? Very good. Ni hao. So, যদি ভগবানের কৃপা হবে তাহলে সব কিছু হতে পারি। আমি কথা করলাম এখনই কলকাতা থেকে এসেছেন। হ্যাঁ, আপনি এসেছেন কলকাতা থেকে। আপনি বাংলা বুঝতে পারবেন? একটু একটু জানি প্রচার করার জন্য। যদি ভগবানের কৃপা হবে তাহলে সব কিছু হতে পারি। So that is surprising by the mercy. Same thing with Nepali languages. This is nothing because I have antenna, you know antenna? Internet. I am downloading from universal internet database. Krishna is a boss. He said, Dadami buddhi yogam tam yena mamupayanti te. And we went to Nepal. I was alone. I don't know language. And then I was thinking, I have to do something because Krishna wanted us to spread this message of love. And I found one guy, my friend, engineering student, then 4, then 8, then 16, then 32, 64, 128 to 56, geometrical progression. We have thousands of people now. We have academies, we have hospitals, we have schools, whatever it not. I'm not saying this just, see how great I am, guys, clap me. No, that's not the point. If we can do this, how much you can do this in Panama? If one Bideshi from crazy country came to India and he able to do little bit, how many wonderful, strong people here. Can you imagine? You can make spiritual oasis in Panama. That's the reason why I came to encourage you. We have to be inspired before we are expired. Right? Srila Prabhupada used to say that, I have right to say that because I have done it. In the similar words, I may dare to say the same thing. I have right to tell you these things because I have done it. My lecture, my life. I sacrifice my life to spread this culture of India, this culture of Sanatana Dharma. We have wonderful family. We have to be, and we call this family hold. Home of love and devotion. Hold, you know. We have to hold each other. Like those gladiators when they're fighting shield and sword. Hold together, hold. Shield to shield, to protect ourselves. Hold, what is this hold? Hold is a place where you can be happy in heart. Where you can be with friends. We are traveling all over the world. You can be self-realized. You can get knowledge in that place of home and devotion and love. You can feel sheltered. You can be kind to all living entities. You can find your better half. You see, you can express compassion. As I told you, now we're feeding 10,000 plus children every day. Japanese government give me big kitchen, several $1 million, you know, we make big kitchen. Not for ourselves. For me, I need 2 rotis and little bit sabji. That's all. Giving hand will never be empty. This is a culture. Be entertained. We have wonderful, now we have Shivaratri in few days. I'll be going to Nepal. We have Pashupatinath. We are establishing in temple. Beautiful deity of Lord Shiva from Jaipur I brought. Beautiful festival. President of country will come. Everybody is super. This is the culture. We have to be valued and we can be at home. We need to create that home because if you will not do this, who is going to do it for you? So when I joined this movement, I was army officer. My mom kicked me out from the house. You know that? You crazy. She told me, you crazy. What is this bed sheet you put? What is this? You are such a nice, respectable officer, commando. I was proud of you, but now you're crazy. Jumping like clown, in the streets, chanting Hare Krishna. And you know, in Christian countries, it's like ridiculous. This is Hindu. We are not Hindus. What are you doing? And they kicked me out from the house. Don't come home, beta. Because we're feeling ashamed of you. Neighbors laughing at us. And I told my mom in brief, Mom, have you ever been ashamed of us? She said, no, beta. I was so much proud of you because I have 2 diplomas, 2 universities, I have military academy. But now just look at yourself. And I told my mom, Mom, I promise you, you've never been ashamed of me. In future, you will never be ashamed of me. That I promise you. You may not understand Siddhanta, that's okay, philosophy. And then I left. For 27 years, I never came back home. Recently, it's war, Ukraine-Russia war. I cannot see how it's suffering. My city was destroyed completely. Kharkiv city also so much under pressure now. Kharkiv, this is on the border with Russia. Very deadly situation. I said, Mom, I cannot take it. Can you come? I'll take you to India. So I was traveling all over the world. We are doing programs, presentation, opening hospitals, schools, etc. But, I was thinking, why don't you come and see what I am doing? And guess what? She came. Just a few years ago, when the war started, after 1 year of war, I said, come. I brought her to India, to Delhi. And for her also, Kalakshar Bhais Barabar. She knows languages, she knows German, Italian language, but she doesn't know English, zero. But still I brought her, and I took her to Rishikesh, Haridwar, Vrindavan, holy places, all Jagannath Puri. I took her, I said, Mom, I am your son, can you allow me to do Putra Dharma? I can just take my parents around. So she came, and I took her to Rishikesh, Haridwar, and put her in Ganga. उनको बोला भाई जब तक भगवान का नाम नहीं सीखोगे तब तक पानी से निकलने नहीं दूंगा आपको. I will not allow you to come out from the water. Sit until you learn Mahamantra. And she was sitting in Ganga. Rama Krishna Krishna Rama Rama Hare Krishna Rama Krishna. Not correct. Not. For 20-30 minutes she was sitting in the water and she learned. Hare Krishna 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 Hare Hare. Hare Rama 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 Hare Hare. Iti Shuddhashakanam Nam Kalikalmasanasanam. Not like Hare Rama Hare Krishna. Doesn't work like that. Hare Krishna 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 Hare Hare. Hare Rama 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 Hare Hare. And I will not let you go out from here unless you learn this mantra today. Yes. And she came and she asked me, how I can speak with people? If I say hello, bye-bye, I want to eat something, what I should say? I told her, you have to say Haribol, that's all. Haribol, Haribol. Okay. I said, this is a secret mantra, Haribol. If you're hungry, if you want to say bye-bye, hello, Haribol. So she, walking around it, Haribol, 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 Haribol. So he was expert. And when we came to Nepal, I took her to Nepal also. When she came to Nepal, in airport, she was received by army, protection, security, red carpet, VIP entrance. They putting garlands like this on her, on me. Of course, I was with her. They took us through the ministry entrance, VVIP. Very, very insignificant people. So VVIP, VIP means very insignificant person. So carpet, and even president of country, came and gave gift to her. And she's walking with me. Oh no. And she looking at me and said, Beta, who are you? She looked at me in the midst of all this stuff. And who are you? I said, Mom, I'm your son. That's all. Don't worry. And she came to temple. She kicked me out from the house. And now she appreciated, oh no, I thought I only have one son. Now I have so many sons and so many daughters. And then she offered arati. She is a Pakka Christian. Kathor Christian. But when she saw this energy of love, got transformation of the heart. And when she came, so many of my students received her. Their parents also came. Putting garlands. What's happening? Why people worshipping me? Why are they putting garlands? Nobody in my life put like this to me. Because she's bank manager, she was just like, Western culture, business lady. But here everybody treated her as a mother. And I told Mom, you have to offer. What should I say? Say Hare Krishna, Haribol. And then I told her, Hey Patita Pavana Gauranga Nityananda. That's 3 mantras, you speak. And she was doing arati, like Hindu arati. And she was thinking, and I was praying to Krishna that time. Krishna, just see, this lady kicked me out from the house, by the way. For 27 years, she didn't allow me to come home. Look at her. And she was crying, doing arati to Krishna. And then she became so happy. She went around to give blessings to everyone. You're all my children, you're all my... And of course, she was staying with us in Nepal for 5 months. And then she said, you know what? I got so much love in this 5 months. I never got in my life. So much love and affection. That's real family. Father and mother, I love you. So, and of course, principle is that we have to create the place where everybody will be included. From zero to hero, from Raja to Praja. To make this home, to make all world as a home of love and devotion. And of course, she got cancer. I didn't mention that, but she got cancer after 5 months somehow. And I put her to the best facility cancer hospital in Nepal, because the owner is my friend. And then when she became completely weak, could not walk anymore, I asked her, Mom, what to do? Tell me. And she told me, you take me to your Vrindavan, where is your Krishna? I want to go there. She could not walk anymore. And I said, how to take you? Okay, don't worry, I am former commando officer. I'll arrange everything. And I asked my friends to give me helicopter. And they provided helicopter for me. I delivered my mom to Vrindavan by helicopter. And when we came to Vrindavan, the same very day, it was her birthday, 75 years. And I told Mom, see, Krishna is so merciful. As a gift on your birthday, he gave his holy dham. And then she was staying and so much overwhelmed. And next day she told me, you know what? Krishna came and told me, in 2 days he will take me. After 2 days he will take me. I'm going to him. I said, well, we don't have much time, I told. So I took him on the stretches, different temples, Yamuna, we did Arati. And then I brought her back to the place we were staying, and I was chanting the same Bhagavad Gita. I could not even read in the beginning. Dhritarashtra vacha dharmakshetre kurukshetre samavita yuyutsavaha mamakah pandavakchaiva kim akurvata sanjaya tatandadandadadandadadana and then sarva dharman parityaja mamekam saranam vraja aham tvam sarvapapyo mokshaishamima shujaha yatha yogeshwara krishnaha yatha arjun dhanudraha vijayi bhavit shritir nitir matir mama viram. And shortly after that, just minutes later, she left this world. And I was thinking, what a blessed situation. That relationships between parents and children. And she told me, when you were small, 1 year old, you got sepsis, blood infection. And I had to stay with you, me and your father. We give our blood to you. All blood, we had to recycle all your blood in the body because you couldn't even cry. You are blue like your Krishna. So we had to recycle all your blood in small baby body. Me and your father, we gave our blood to you. And I had to stay with you in the hospital, children's hospital, for 1 month to breastfeed you. And it was no space for me to stay, so I had to stay under your cradle on the floor. I put my kind of blanket and I was sleeping on the floor with you for 1 month. And I told Mom, what a wonderful combination. You helped me to take birth and I'm helping you to go. That's the team. Because जीवन तो सुख दुख मेला सबको जाना पड़ेगा अकेला. And we have to realize one thing. We need to develop relationships. Without relationships, many bricks, but if there is no masala, what can we do? There's no any. That's why we created this world, home of love and devotion. It's in Nepal. I would like to take an opportunity to invite all of you, come to Nepal, never-ending peace and love, Nepal. But of course now it's a different picture. Never ever peace and love. Nepal. And if we can create this, society considered to be advanced society, when 5 kind of people are protected, 5. Women, children, old people, cows, and saintly people, sadhus. So we have to invest in this kind of relationship in society to create a very happy home of love and devotion. And I'm very happy to be today with all of you to share our experience. We have now question and answers session because I can talk. We have many things to share with you, and we can do a little bit kirtan now. I can show you how to pray together. You with me? Would you like to have experience of doing kirtan? I have one nice friend with me, accordion, Russian accordion. Before only in Indian movies, Raj Kapoor only was chanting with accordion. Otherwise, I never saw it before in India. So we are opening hospitals, we are organizing programs for the youth, next generation, for the ladies, for the gents separately. And it's such a joy to see how many lives changed. We opened one academy, and I call that academy Visa, Vaikuntha International Spiritual Academy. One businessman donated for my business complex. Because I'm international beggar. I'm not asking for, he said, take skyscraper. And we opened the wonderful vegetarian restaurant, Govindas. We opened, school, academy, hospital, Bhaktivedanta hospital. And it's wonderful. Youth can manifest their culture, their, country which does not remember the past. Country or family which not remembering its history doesn't have any future. So that was very, very important to bring this culture again, because the Sanatana Dharma can really, really save the world. To give them understanding what is the goal of life in human life, what is the goal, who is God, who we are, and how to establish love with God, with all living entities. Maitri astu vishwasya namo dvijebhyaha. This is festival Shivaratri we're going to have. I invited 30 international artists from all over the world, and we're going to do some wonderful presentation about Sanatana Dharma, about Lord Shiva. It's such a wonderful experience to be with so many people as a wonderful family. Hare Krishna. Thank you very much. Hare Krishna. So five A's. Who remembers, just as a quick recap? For good relationships, we have to remember always 5 A's. What are those 5 A's? Attention. Wait a minute. Attention. Available. Appreciation. Apology. Acceptance. Thank you so much. You remember that. A, B, C, D. Nice. Hold. And I'll give you one more. Push. Never give up. Push. Push means pray until something happens. Push. So like that. Thank you very much. Hare Krishna. And I have one, my friend, I will introduce you. This is the accordion. We can do a little bit kirtan together. WHO organizations, they make research. Those who are clapping hands like this 100 times every day, the heart-related problems, blood pressure reduces 60%, because it's like massage, when you're clapping at least 100 times. And according to spiritual scriptures, if you're glorifying God and clapping hands, then all your negative lines here, akala mrityusar haranam sarva vedi vinashanam, all negative lines will disappear. You'll get so many negative things disappear from your life. It's very, very true. Gyanam vigyanam sahitam is science. It's not sentimental agarvati members. So that's why I'm also kind of scientist. I don't believe in blindly. After studying all these things for 35 years, whatever we studied 35 years, we're trying to share with you in a nutshell in 35 minutes. Accept it. You may or may not understand philosophy, but trust me, I'm not cheating you. I didn't come to cheat you. It's working. Thank you. So this is a mantra. Hare Krishna mantra. Hare means all attractive. Krishna. Krishna means all attractive. Karshati. God is attracting everyone. Rama, who gives happiness. Ramanti yogina anante. Ramante. Rama, who gives happiness. He gave us oxygen. He gave us the sunlight, moonlight. He gave us water to drink. Bhumi rapo nalo vayukham manu budrivacha. All the energies He provided to make us happy. And Hara means mother, spiritual energy of love, divine love. So we have to be grateful. And as we say always, if we are not grateful, we are grateful. So we have to be grateful for whatever. And this mantra, by chanting names of God, in any tradition, is Islamic tradition, Christian tradition, they're chanting names of God. Recently I went to Kazakhstan and I was giving presentation to 2,000 people in business forum, Kaizen forum, in business forum for 2,000 millionaires, big business people, investors, 2,000, all of them Christians and Muslims, not even single one Hindu. And I went on the stage with accordion and I told them, Bismillahirrahmanirrahim. Hare Krishna. God is one, like sun, different names. You call Him whatever name you want. But we follow universal principles of love. Purity, truthfulness, austerity, That's why this name Hare, Krishna and Rama called Maha Mantra, when you're calling this direct connection with Supreme Lord. So chant with us and be happy. Nama Om Vishnu Padaya Krishna Prishthaya Bhutale Srimati Bhaktivedanta Swami Namaste Saraswati Devi Gauravani Pracharine Nirvishesha Shunyavadi Paschatya Satavine Jaya Sri Krishna Chaitanya Prabhu Nityananda Shri Advaita Gadadhara Srivasadi Gaura Bhakta Vrinda Govinda Jaya Jaya Gopala Jaya Jaya Govinda Jaya Jaya Gopala Jaya Jaya Govinda Jaya Jaya Gopala Jaya Jaya Gopala Jaya Jaya Govinda 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 Gopala 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 Hare Krishna Hare Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama Hare Rama 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 Hare 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 Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama Hare Rama 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 Hare 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 Krishna 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 Hare Hare Rama Hare Rama Rama Hare 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 Krishna Krishna Hare 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 Rama Hare Rama 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 Hare 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 Krishna Krishna Hare 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 Rama Hare Rama 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 Hare 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 Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama 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 Hare 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 Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama 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 Hare Hare. You can try now to chant together. I'll chant one line and you repeat. Okay? Hare Krishna 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 Hare Hare. Everyone, Hare Krishna. अब भोजन नहीं खाया क्या? Hare Rama 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 Hare 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 Rama Hare Krishna 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 Hare Hare. Hare Krishna Hare Rama much. Hare Krishna. Super. When I was just chanting this kirtan, one funny story came to my mind. Shall I share with you before we open the questions? In Mumbai, I'm sure you've been in Mumbai, and also maybe here also in Panama. Once one guy in the port, बंदरगाह में, वो पानी में गिर गया. हिंदी में बोलूँगा. वो बेचारा पानी में गिर गया, उनको तैरना नहीं आता था. वो बेचारा बचाओ पानी में जा, बचाओ, लेकिन उनको कोई सुनाई नहीं देते थे. बहुत बड़ा जगह जिन्हें nobody can hear him even. मच्छर जैसे आवाज बजा, nobody can hear him. एक आदमी ऊपर से उसको देखा, देखो आदमी डूब रहे हैं, बचाओ डन 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 डन, हल्ला कर दिया. बहुत सारे लोग आ गया उसको बचाने के. सुनो, ऊपर से सब हजारों लोग आ गया. सुनो, बाएं हाथ से करो, ऐसा दाएं हाथ से करो, ऐसा नहीं, ऐसा करो. सलाह देने वाला बहुत है, बचाने वाला कम है. ऊपर से बहुत सलाह देने वाला बहुत, ऐसा करो, सुनो, ऐसा बचाओ, ऐसा नहीं, बाएं हाथ से करो, ऐसा करो, ऐसा. सब लोग आदत, सब लोग सलाह देने वाला, एक भी नहीं गया उनको बचाने के लिए. अचानक एक आदमी पानी में गया था. जो पानी में गया था वो दूसरा आदमी को पकड़ लिया, ऐसा दोनों आलिंगन करके दोनों को रस्सी से जो है वो ऊपर खींच लिया. सब लोग, वो जो गया और डूबने वाला था, दोनों को जो है वो खींच लिया. जब तक ऊपर पहुंच गया उसमें CNN, BBC, आज तक न्यूज़, सब लोग आ गया माइक देख करके. सी आफ्टर द ब्रेक, आज तक संडे हो मंडे हो, सब लोग खाओ अंडा, तब हो जाएगा ठंडा, जब यमराज मरेगा डंडा. तब तो आज तक न्यूज़, आज यू आर सो ग्रेट, यू आर पूरा एकदम भगत सिंह, सुपरमैन. देयर इज Iron Man, Spider-Man, Hanuman. So we have in India, we have also Super Hanuman. So you are great man, दूसरे को बचा दिया. अब कैसे किया? उसको माला डाल दिया, ऐसा सुपर एकदम फर्स्ट क्लास प्रशंसा कर रहे, नेशनल टीवी. यू आर द ओनली हीरो, कोई भी नहीं गया, आप एक ही गया था, सुपरमैन. वो आदमी बहुत थोड़ा सा माला निकाल दिया और गुस्से में बोला, पहले बता दीजिए धक्का किसने दे दिया मेरे को, पहले बताना धक्का किसने दिया मेरे को. वो भी हीरो होने वाला प्लान नहीं था उनका, वो भी आया दिखने के लिए, किसी ने पीछे से धक्का मारा, उसको हीरो होना पड़ा. क्या करे हम लोग भी ऐसा है. मेरे को तुरी दर बैठना था, माला ऐसा प्रशंसा, हाँ, एम्बेसडर साहब, मंत्री तंत्री लोग आते हैं, प्रशंसा करते हैं. मेरे को तुरी, मेरा प्लान नहीं था. मेरा हमारा गुरु जी शिला प्रभुपाद जी और हमारा गुरु महाराज धक्का दे दिया, तुम जाओ ये ज्ञान वितरण करो. अगर हम लोग कोई धक्का देने वाला नहीं देगा तो हम लोग कभी, वी हैव टेंडेंसी टू सिट इन कंफर्टेबल जोन, लेजी एंड क्रेजी. वी नीड समबडी हु कैन कैच आवर हियर एंड से गेट आउट, गो. दैट इज साधु. Sadhu can tell us. And sometimes, as you know, as a lady cannot become half pregnant, as a man cannot become half dead. Similarly, truth cannot become half. या तो धोखा या तो सत्य. So that's why this is the truth. We came to this world for few afternoons only. We are not these bodies. We are not Indian, not Russians, not Americans, not Chinese. We are souls. We are one family. And in this age, the only way how we can stay together, we can pray to God, we can chant His holy names, whatever name may be, no problem. Chant your name of your God. Allah, Yehovah, Rama, Krishna. Krishna has many names. Ramadi murtishu kalani yamena tishtan nana avataram akarod bhuvaneshu kintu. Krishna, Supreme Lord, has many avatars. Whatever name you like, you chant that name. But you follow universal principles which cannot become half. Be non-violent. Don't kill. Don't eat meat and fish. It's violence. These all children of God. And we should not be vegetarians. We have to be Krishnatarians. We have to offer food to God. Simple. Doesn't cost much. But we have to be grateful. Krishna says in Bhagavad Gita, Patram pushpam phalam toyam yume bhaktya prechati ashnami prayatatmana. You offer me whatever you got. You simply, before you cooking, don't cook for your beloved yourself. For yourself to eat. We have to cook it for God. Such a simple principle of love. You're cooking for somebody you love. And most important things we have to make most important. And if God becomes most important object of our love in our life will change. So Non-violence, truthfulness, purity, right? And truthfulness means we should not cheat others. We should not play game, casino, all this, All Mahabharata happened because of this dhoka. Gera chahiye bhanje. Mama ji, gera chahiye bhanje. All Mahabharata ho gaya because of dhoka ho gaya. Truthfulness, purity of mind, purity of body. We have to be happy in our martial relationships with husband and wife, not to look outside anything. That will keep our no illicit relationships. And we have to be austere, controlling our senses. Pan, bidi, cigarette, tobacco, all these intoxications. Nowadays in India, Gopal Gudka, Shyam Biri. I have seen. Shyam Biri, Shiva Bhan. You go in the train, in Indian train, chai, copy, chai, and they you woke up and immediately eating tobacco, Gopal Gudka. What is this? He didn't brush his teeth, already putting tobacco there. What is this nonsense? So therefore, we have to control our senses, control our mind, and it's very easy to do by chanting holy names. Really easy. So I really wish from my heart, your life will change. Invite Krishna in your heart, in your life, and make your relationship very strong with this world, with each other, and be happy. Hare Krishna. Thank you. If you have a couple of questions, we are here for you to share answers. Hare Krishna.
We have a mic to pass around. If anybody has a question, we can give them a mic.
Actually, you know what? It's a warning for nuclear war. I told you that Yaksha, he asked Yudhishthira Maharaj, what is the most surprising thing in this world? What is the most surprising thing? Not just, Elon Musk or Mr. Trump or Putin will going to do tomorrow. No, it's not surprising. Nothing new, actually. But most surprising thing is, he said, Ahani bhutani gacchanti yama mandiram sheshasthavramichanti kim ascharjhatah param. Every moment, so many millions of living entities dying and going to above Yamaraj. Ahani bhutani gacchanti yama mandiram, going to the abode of Yamaraj. Everybody dying. You go to crematorium or everywhere, so many people dying every day. Today, our friend also left this world, dying. But most surprising thing is that those who are staying back, all of us, we are thinking we're not going to die. What can be more surprising than this? That we are thinking we're not going to die today. How do you know? You don't know. So this is very, very important. Every moment of our life is very precious. So if we are not using, we are losing. And so this is knowledge which actually, especially Indian people, those who are born in India or had connected to Indian culture, Sanatana Dharma, very, very rare. Bharate bhumite manushya janma hoila jai janma sarta kari paropakar. Shastra says, those who are born in the Bharatavarsha, they have great responsibility, responsibility. Because people all over the world, they don't know anything about God. If I have some epidemic disease, coronavirus, whatever, and I got vaccination and I cure myself, but I'm not sharing this vaccination with anyone, I am the more dangerous criminal than outside people. If you have medicine and you're not giving this to others, we are double criminal. It's great responsibility to first dress, then address.
You come from you said that you come from the Russian army and then you transitioned
Soviet Union,
from the Soviet
not
Union.
Russian.
Good point. Soviet Union army, and then you passed on to be able to be a priest now in Nepal, right? What would you say would be like the main point that made you transition into this? And was there like any defining or like an aha moment that you said, oh, I don't want to do this anymore and I want to transition into the spiritual world?
Thank you very much. It's a very nice question. What brought you to this situation? What was the trigger, right? Which happened to... I met saintly person. I just met one monk. And I was vegetarian. You see, I was sportsman. I have my black belt in the karate, wushu. So I was, whatever, we had special commando forces. And then I was vegetarian. I was doing some, fasting and just Paul Bragg fasting, intermediate fasting, what we didn't do. And I didn't take meat that time already. And I went to restaurant and I told the cook, excuse me, can you remove the meat? I just give me some soup only. I don't want meat. And those days, to be vegetarian in Soviet Union was very, very rare, trust me, it was very rare. Cold country, and somehow I became, and we had some line and we had to order the stuff. And I saw a few meters from ahead of me was also one person, young person, and he also said the same thing. Please remove the meat, I don't want to eat meat. And I felt that time, oh, Jaisa Sang Vaisarang, no? Men known, what's called men known by his association. Same birds of the same feather flock together. So I said, okay, let me sit down with him in the same table. So I saw where he sat down, and I went my tray with the food, and I went and sit in front of him. And I said, excuse me, can I sit with you because I saw you kind of also not eating meat. I am also not taking meat. He was kind enough. Okay, sit down, no problem. And I asked him one question. Why are you not taking meat? Some disease or some principles? And without any preparation, shooting from the hip, he told me, straight in my face, there is such a science as the Vedas. Do you know something about the Vedas? I said, no idea. Really, no idea. Not even heard about this. You have to know. Do you want to know? And I said, yes. Like in that matrix, which pill you want, blue or red. You have to choose yourself. And you have to say yes. Take risk. I said, oh, yes, I want to know. Let's go. This particular moment, after 10 minutes, will be lecture of one monk who came from India. And it was secret, because those days it was not allowed. It was secret lectures. But being in uniform, army uniform, I said, okay, let's go. And we jumped in the taxi. We didn't even finish our meal together, because we had to catch the lecture, 10 minutes. We jumped and we drove somewhere for half an hour actually. And he dropped me in that place. Said, no, I'm not going, you go, I will not go. And he drew and ran away. And he left me alone. And I went under the ground. It was like orphanage house somehow. And I went, it was in Kiev, capital of Ukraine that time. And I went under the ground and I saw big, size of amount of shoes lying down. Many, many shoes. I said, what is this? So many shoes? Then I went inside and I saw so many people sitting in this kind of conference hall. So many people sitting like in bed sheets. I thought it's bed sheets. Very strange hairstyle, like antennas here, some bed sheets. It was a crazy place, some sect, some very dangerous place. Wow. And I saw one monk sitting on this kind of Vyasasana, And people from all of the Soviet Union came together, maybe around few hundred people. Secret lecture. I was thinking, oh no, okay. Since I came, okay, what to do? So they told me, you have to remove your boots. You understand? I was in boots, very beautiful boots and very nice polished uniform, but they forced me to remove the boots. You cannot go inside the boots, inside that temple. So as a culture, because I was studying martial arts in China and I respected monks of Shaolin. Have you heard the name? Shaolin? So monks of Shaolin. So I removed my boots, beautiful polished boots, put on the side. And I went inside in the socks. And I didn't sit down, I stand up against the wall. And as an exemplary student, I have a habit to write down and make notes. Till date, I have my notebook, and whatever something interesting, immediately I'm putting on pen, on paper. So, and he was speaking that text from Bhagavad Gita I happened to mention to you. Mattah parataram na anyat kinchitasti dhananjaya mai sarvamadam protam sutre manigadaiva. There is no truth superior to me. I am the supreme truth, nothing beyond me. And everything rests upon me as a pearls on the thread. And I am not visible to anyone. I thought, it's cool, it makes sense. Oh, interesting, okay. And I took my copybook and I started to make notes of that point. That monk, he was thinking something dangerous, some policeman came or something, because he doesn't understand his uniform, different. He doesn't differentiate police, army man, or must be some secret service, some police came and making names of everyone. Because in our country, if you can put tilak, right? if you put this dress, you'll be in jail. You know that? So many of my friends died in jail. Communist country. In 80s. You put in tilak, you say Hare Krishna, inside. You go to jail. They will beat you and so many things. That was his time. So that's why he was so much in anxiety that some policemen came and making notes of everyone who is sitting here. That he was thinking maybe. Then he immediately finished his class and was about to leave the place. And I thought, oh, now everybody will start to go and I was stuck here. So let me go first. And I immediately also, I just ran to the door and I went away first before everybody came out. But amazingly enough, I could not find my boot. I found one boot, but another one lost somewhere. And in search for that boot, I was looking, where is my boot? I put one, but another one I was in the socks. Very funny. Sock and boot. And this monk came out. And it was very narrow corridor leading from that hall. So what to do? I was thinking, I have to wait when I will find my boot. I stand against the wall, like this, against the wall. And I was waiting. When he was passing near to me, then he stopped. He was very tall. And he stopped and looked in my eyes. That's I never forget. And it was like eye-to-eye union. He just stopped and abrupt looked at me like this. And he looked and looked. 10 seconds, 15 seconds, complete silence. And hundreds of people came also from that room, also silence, pin drop silence. And he's looking at me, and I'm thinking, what is this guy looking at me? There's so many thoughts going in my mind. And then he looked at me, and then all of a sudden, Hare Krishna! Very loudly. I just putting a low volume now. I don't want to scare you. But that time he was really loudly, Hare Krishna! Right in my face. I was sweating. Oh no. This kind of sect crazy people, But he chanted the name of God. And he smiled to me. I never forget that smile. Hare! He understood that I am not a dangerous guy. I'm a young boy in one sock, Because secret services and police, they will never remove the boots, by the way. They will be rough. They will come inside. They will never remove. And he saw that I was respectful. I removed my boots. For that itself, he became very happy. And he simply chanted Hare Krishna. And went. And everybody chanting Hare Krishna, chanting this mantra. And you know what I felt? That particular moment, it was like moment of truth. Something woke up in my heart. I didn't want to accept. I was communist. In the philosophical point of view, I'm still communist. Because communism means to see everyone as a comrades, as a equal brothers and sisters. That's what Krishna told in Bhagavad Gita. We are all equals. We have to see everybody equally and respect everyone. Vidya vinaya sampanne brahmane gavihastini suni chaiva swapakicha panditah samadarshinaha. Samadarshi means to see woman, brahmana, cow, degraded person. We have to see soul inside. And I felt something happened in my heart. I didn't understand philosophy. I didn't understand all this dressing. But I feel so happy. I can't explain you what happened. And everybody were dancing and dancing and dancing. And I felt like, let me take out my uniform. And I really, I was feeling like that. I'm just sharing with you. I was thinking to take my uniform and then, I wanted to dance like that. But I was controlling myself because, hey, come on. Control yourself. You are a respected officer. You cannot dance like that. But inside my heart, I was dancing. What is that? Then I decided, what should I do? And then they told me, we have some book. You just don't be blind follower. Just simply have some look at it. And somebody came to me and said, I have a book for you. So what is the book? It's about war. He told me, this is the book about war. You are army man, right? I said, yes, I'm army man. Are you VIP? You're very special? Of course I am special because I had special diploma, excellency diploma I got. So it's a book for you. You're qualified. Take this book, Bhagavad Gita. It's about war. I didn't know about Kurukshetra. I didn't know about Arjuna and Krishna. I thought it's about, science of war, how to, Chinese art of war. I took it. When I came to home and I wanted to see what is this for VIP book, I opened first text. It was, Dhritarashtra Uvacha, Dharmakshetre Kurukshetre. And when I start to read this name, Dhritarashtra, what a name, man. It took me 10 minutes to read one name. I was thinking, oh, what a book, huh? If one name takes me 10 minutes, what will happen? How to read this whole book? And I used to read that book when I didn't have a proper sleep. I had to take sleeping pills. No, forget it. I used to take the Bhagavad Gita. And I immediately went to sleep. It was my sleeping book. But after 1 year, I completed this book. And I understood actually I am VIP. Very insignificant person. I understand that we are very small souls. And there is vast universe creation, and we are just living dome house. We are working to eat, eating to work, working to eat, eating to. And I was thinking, must be something more than this, right? That's what triggered me. That happiness in the heart, and that wisdom, which I got. But original triggering point, I met the saintly person. You can never get God's mercy only through His representative. That's why He says, Tad vidhi prani patena pariprashnena sevaya upadikshanti jnanam jnaninas tattvadarshinaha, in 4th chapter, 31st chotis. He says, my dear Arjuna, you have to approach saintly person, saintly guru, ask questions from him, pariprashnena, and sevaya, do seva, not free, sasta kamavarastame. It's not entertainment. We have to do service. We have to be grateful. We have to be obliged. And it's not about money. It's not about, we have to be useful. We have to please the saintly people. And once he is happy, prasada leshanugrihitavahi, he can bless you. And blessings is a very powerful thing, I tell you. You cannot buy something unless you have money. Similarly, you cannot understand something unless you have punya, piety, purity. That's why Krishna says in Bhagavad Gita, Ishatu antakata papam jananam punya karmanam te dvandvam moha nirmukta bhajate mamdrita brataha. Antakata papam. After many, many lifetimes, we have to finish our sins. Jananam punya karmanam. Many, many lifetimes, we have to accumulate punya, piety. Many lifetimes. Bahunam janmanamante. Don't think that this is life in Panama, is only life you have. We have millions of lifetimes, and I'm so happy to see you after so many lifetimes, by the way. Nice to see all of you. After many, many lives of crying, we have to learn the art of dying. And that's why Krishna says in Bhagavad Gita, He's giving us guidance. Yam yam vapi smaram bhavam tat tat prapti kalevaram anta kalecha mamava smaram muktva kalevaram yah prayati samad bhavam nahi yatyatra samshayaha. At the moment of death, whatever you remember, yam yam vapi smaram bhavam tat tat prapti kalevaram. Kalevaram means body. Whatever you remember, you will get. That's why, my dear Arjuna, you have to be attached to me, Maya saktamaya partha mayam yunjan madasrayaha. Whatever you do, whatever you're doing, difficulties going through, do it as an offering to me. Yat karoshi, yad ashnosi, yad juhosi dadasi, yat tapasyasi kaunteya tat kurusva madarpanam. For me, no one else. And then I'll make everything easy for you in this life. You will cross this mrityu samsara sagarat, ocean of birth and death. You will cross. No more punarapi jananam, punarapi maranam, punarapi jatani, jatare shayinam. How long are you going to rot in this material world of birth and death? This is a very deadly place. Maybe not in Panama at the moment, but you go to Ukraine, you have a look. How many millions of people dying there? 300 children and parents died in the cinema hall. One bomb. Then what? Mariupol. So many Ahmadid in Kiev. So many thousands of children died with doctors. Very deadly place. And Krishna says, Janma mrityu jara vyadhi dukkha dushan darshanam. Birth, death, disease, old age, coronavirus, diabetes, cancer, war. So many sufferings. Get out from here, Arjuna. How? By remembering me and me alone. Sarvadharman parityaja mam ekam sharanam braja. Aham tvam sarvapapyo mokshaishamima shuchaha. You can come to me. But it's not easy. It takes many lifetimes to understand God. Because nowadays I am trying to explain and share with you, I am traveling. And I'm telling you, I've seen many Hindus, many So many Hindus. Hindus means no bindu. Hindu means no bindu. Do whatever you want. Everybody God, everything. No, it's systematical knowledge. Gyanam Vijnanam Sahitam. There is ministers, there is SSP police, High Court Department, Yamaraj, there is Education Department, Saraswati Mata, there is Bank Manager, Lakshmi Devi, there is Varuna Department, Jal Nigam Department, right? There is Ashwini Kumara, Medical Department, there is Police Department, Durga Mata, there is Police Department, Jail Keeper, and there is Prime Minister also, and King. Who is the King? Aham Sarvasya Prabhavamat. Krishna says, I am the King. What can be done? I am the boss. I created everything. Not Ganeshji, not Hanumanji, not even Shiva, not Durga, not Ashwini Kumar, not Tetis Koti Devata. No, we have to respect them highly, but they are not the boss. I am the boss. But surrender to me takes many lifetimes. But you need punya. You have to do something good in this world for many lifetimes. But if you don't have punya, what to do in Kali Yuga? Everybody is sinful. Then you can get transfer from somebody's bank account. That's sadhu, guru. If he bless you, he can transfer from his punya account to your punya account, and instantly prakashante mahatmanaha, because that account he blessed you and it's invisible. You can buy this whatever watch or computer to work very hard many months and years, but there is another option. In my case, somebody just give me gift, just like that. Similarly, you can be struggling for many lifetimes, struggling, giving donations, putting trees and helping poor people. That's very important. That's what we are doing. But to understand God, you need a lot of piety. And when you meet the saintly person, and he will tell you, being pleased with you, whatever reason may be, Hare Krishna! And you woke up. Tamasima Jyotigamaya, Utishta. Wake up, my dear soul, sitting, snoring inside for millions of lifetimes. But sadhu, saintly person, true saintly person can wake you up. That's greatest mercy. That's why all scriptures they're saying, Tulaya malavena pina swargam na punarbhava. Bhagavat sangasargasya marthyanam kimutasisaha. Association with saintly people can never be compared with the heavenly planet's opulence, and what to speak about material opulence. Nothing can be compared with such a wonderful opportunity to associate with saintly people. And if you're smart enough, you can ask proper question and you can get answer, and your life will change forever for better. But if you're not lucky enough, what can be done? If you're not wise, you are otherwise. That's what this association, one moment of association, moment of truth. Open my eyes. Association of sadhu. There were true Indians, they're staying in Delhi, and one guy, they came and they wanted to go to Mumbai. And this guy who was going to Mumbai, he came to the house of one friend who was staying near to Naya Delhi station. You've been in New Delhi, right? New Delhi station, train station. And that house of his friend was just 5 minutes from train station. बिल्कुल नज़दीक था. उनका ट्रेन था 9:30 बजे, जो है राजधानी एक्सप्रेस बॉम्बे मेल. तो वो दोस्त ने बोला उनको, भाई चलो ठीक है, नज़दीक है ना, आपका ट्रेन 9:30 बजे 9:20 निकलेंगे, हो जाएगा ना, नज़दीक है, 10 मिनट का रास्ता है, हो जाएगा. They say in Hindi, those staying near to the train station, those who are staying near to the train station, they missing the train the most. क्योंकि घर का मुर्गी दाल बराबर है. Those who are taking, it's called, what do you call it? Familiarity brings contempt. हो जाएगा, नज़दीक है यार, मोमबत्ती के नीचे अंधेरा. That's happened. 9:20 निकला, जब तक पहुंच गया वो अपना अटैची लेकर के, उसने ट्रेन चालू हो गया, अंतिम बोगी जा रहे हैं, टू पीछे. वो लोग जो है अपना अटैची लेकर के सबको हटा के, चलो जल्दी. गया था वो 4 लोग. एक आदमी घुस गया, दूसरा, तीसरा, एक सामान, एक अटैची, एक सूटकेस घुसा दिया. एवरीबडी वेंट, एक आदमी पीछे छूट गया पीछे. एवरीबडी लेफ्ट, लगेज लेफ्ट, एक आदमी पीछे छूट गया. और जो छूट गया आदमी वो हंसने लगा, इतना हंस रहे थे, बहुत भीड़ आ गया, बहुत सारे लोग आ गए. बोले तू पागल हो गया क्या, ट्रेन छूट गया, तुम क्यों हंस रहे हो? बोले मैं क्या करूं, अगर करूं तो क्या करूं, वास्तव में टिकट मेरे पास है, मेरे को जाना था, वो मेरे को दोस्त छोड़ने के लिए आया है. वो दोस्त जो है मेरे को छोड़ने के लिए आया, टिकट मेरे पास है, मेरे को जाना था. दैट्स इंडियंस. हम लोग आपके लिए छोड़ने के लिए आए, आपको सहयोग करने के लिए, विदेशी लोग. और इंडियन छूट गया, विदेशी आगे चले गया. So that's the point. That's why Srila Prabhupada, he created this movement, Andolan, Krishna consciousness movement. He said, we are creating this movement and establishing the centers all over the world to give people opportunity to listen about God and to listen about Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. जीव जागो गौरा चंद्र बोले कोथा निद्रो जाओ माया पिशाचिरा कोले. That's the point. And today very auspicious day, and tomorrow will be the most auspicious day. Appearance of the most magnanimous and karunamayi, most magnanimous avatar of God. His expansion of mercy, karuna, Nityananda Prabhu, Nitya Ananda. Out of compassion, they came to this world to wake up the most fallen souls, the most degraded, those who don't have any qualification, totally hopeless case. And they give to the most fallen people the top product, free, supreme love, which can be obtained after millions of lifetimes of great austerities and tapasya and many great yogis. They can never achieve what in this age this avatar of Krishna can give you, Chaitanya Mahaprabhu. Patita pavana hetu tava avatara mosama patita prabhu na paivyara. I am most fallen, my Lord, and you came to deliver most sinful people, most sinful from Ukraine. And they sitting on the stage and preaching to the Indian brahmanas, educated people, Sindhi businessmen, well-to-do people. They preaching from the stage in Hindi language, being Videshi, Ghar ka jogi jogra, bahar ka jogi siddh. Just lo and behold, a miracle. In the moment, not future. Past is a history, future is a mystery. Present is a gift. If we are smart enough, look at what's happening now. One Bideshi from Mlecha country speaking high philosophy about God to the Indians who were born in this culture. Those who are doing Agarbatti, Mambatti and worshipping Krishna and Rama and Ganeshji and Shivji from childhood. That's predicted in scriptures. That anybody can become lover of God and go back to Godhead. So we are here together to book our business class ticket, go back to Godhead. And after this life, don't come back again. Don't come. It's very costly. Very costly. Again, to take birth again. Sit 9 months in the womb of some mother, not necessarily in Panama or in India. We can be born in jungle, in tribe community in Africa. Or we can be born as a dog, a cat, or a snake, or bird, or fish. I just came from, Punta Arenas, south city of Chile, and we went to the island. It was penguins, millions of penguins there. I was thinking, oh no, I wish I would never take birth here. It's too cold here, and I will never be able to hear Hare Krishna Mahamantra and no guarantee. Because we are not thinking. Priyasi nashta drishtihi anyunyalesha sukhalesha hetuhu Ananta dukkham chanaveda mudhaha. Srimad Bhagavatam explains, for the sake of a little bit happiness, sukha lesha hetoho, ananta dukkham chanaveda mudhaha. People suffering like anything for the sake of small happiness. Eating, sleeping, sex and fighting. Just ahara nidra bhaya maithunam cha samanyametat pasubhir naranam dharmo hiteshu adhiko visheshu dharmena hina pasubhi samana. People without religion, without dharma, they are animals. Pasubhi samana. Because eating, sleeping, sex and fighting, even animals can do. Ahara nidra bhaya maithunam cha samanyametat. It's same thing for human beings and animals. That's why we are very lucky to come in contact with saintly people, to get association, ask questions, and to make this life last life, go back to God, dance and enjoy forever. Ajo nityam. That was my trigger, to meet with saintly person and to hear holy name. Thank you. Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna. Thank you, Prabhu. And we will go for the last question. As it's 7:20 now.
Already. Amazing, huh? I thought it's only maybe 5 o'clock or 6. I'm very, very happy to be with all of you, seriously. It's a very wonderful opportunity to, there is no sound with only one hand. There's always required 2 hands, Shrota and Vakta. And that makes us remember Because all of us, we lost our memory about God. It's like amnesia, you see. And that we're reminding each other how important is human life, and we have to do something before it's too late. Thank you. Last question, otherwise I'll tell you one more joke. Please ask one last question.
Anybody has a last question?
In Russia we say, if you don't have questions, it means you understood everything or you didn't understand anything. I came, it's in one hospital, it was Gujarati doctor, and it was written there, we are curing all diseases. All diseases we making cure. I mean, we can cure any disease. And if we will not be able to cure the disease, we can pay you 500 rupees. Oh, it was very, very smart guy, you know. Very smart chalak. अब मैं दिखाता हूँ, ऐसा बीमार बताऊंगा, उसको ठीक नहीं कर पाएंगे, मेरे को 500 रुपये देना ही पड़ेगा उनको. वो अंदर गया था, बोला डॉक्टर इतना बेकार मेरा बीमार हो गया, मेरे को स्वाद नहीं आ रहा है, मेरे को कोई स्वाद पता ही नहीं चलता है मेरे को. आई लॉस्ट माई टेस्ट. Doctor very serious. Okay. Secretary, some helper, can you bring me bottle number 20 please? Bring bottle number 20. Okay, try this. So this guy opened the bottle and it was diesel, petrol. Doctor, this is petrol. Oh, you got the taste, correct, very nice. So भाई धोखा दे दिया मेरे को, क्या आदमी. दूसरे दिन मैं ऐसा बीमार बताऊंगा उनको, कुछ ठीक नहीं कर पाएंगे मेरे को. मैं तो 500 रुपये लेके आऊँगा. वो कह रहा डॉक्टर आज दूसरा बीमार आ गया है मेरे को. क्या बीमार? स्मरण शक्ति खत्म हो गया मेरा, कुछ स्मरण नहीं आ रहा है मेरे को, नाम भी भूल गया अपना. बताइए क्या करूँ? अमनीजिया, वेरी हैवी स्टेज, अमनीजिया हो गया मेरे को. अच्छा ठीक है सुनो, बोतल नंबर 20 लेके आओ. है ये तो पेट्रोल है, याद हो गया ना. अच्छा ठीक है, अभी पेट्रोल. अच्छा भाई कैसे कतल. ठीक है, अभी मैं दिखाता हूँ आपको. क्या आदमी बताइए, उल्लू बना दिया मेरे को. दूसरे दिन आ गया, बोला भाई डॉक्टर कुछ दिखाई नहीं देते मेरे को, कुछ दृष्टि शक्ति खत्म हो गया, कुछ दिखाई नहीं देते, मैं ठीक कर दीजिए मेरे को, बिल्कुल कुछ दिखाई नहीं देते. ऐसा आ गया. डॉक्टर बोल नहीं हम तो वी आर नॉट आई स्पेशलिस्ट हियर, वी कैन नॉट क्योर दैट डिजीज. हाँ तब 500 रुपये दे दो मेरे को. फिर यू कैन नॉट मेक माई आईज क्लियर, ठीक नहीं कर पाएंगे. हाँ नहीं कर पाऊंगा, डॉक्टर ने बोला. तब फिर 500 रुपये दे दो, लिखा है ना उसमें, अगर नहीं ठीक कर पाएंगे तो 500 रुपये देना पड़ेगा, दे दो. डॉक्टर ने बोला हाँ ठीक है देना पड़ेगा. क्या करूँ भाई, निकाल दिया पर्स से, जो है 10 रुपये दे रहा है उसको. ले लो 10 रुपये ले लो. ये तो 10 रुपये 5 रुपये नहीं, हाँ दिखाई देते ना, हाँ देख लिया, ठीक है आज ठीक है, आज फिर आग भी ठीक हो गया आपका. सो समटाइम्स वी डोंट वांट टू रिमेंबर गॉड. We giving so many reasons, but I remember when I was in army, it was big slogan in library. Who wants, he will find the opportunity. Who doesn't want, he will find the reason. Who wants, he will find the opportunity. So I beg and pray and request all of you on this very auspicious day to be with holy people, to chant holy name in the holy day, right, in a holy place. We chant holy name and find the opportunity to do this. And if you'll do this, your life will never be the same. And I'm always I am tax collector, I am not a beggar. My mother is Lakshmi, Lakshmi Pati, Mahalakshmi, Lakshmi Narayan, my father and mother. We are not the beggars. We are all of us, we are not the beggars.
Thank you. Hare Krishna.